In life, we often think that circumstances control us. We blame the world, our upbringing, or even luck. But the truth is, the only real power lies within our own minds. One small thought can lead to success. Another small thought can lead to failure. This is the story of Ethan, a boy whose journey will teach you the ultimate lesson. If you can control your mind, you can control your life. Ethan was born in a quiet village, surrounded by hills and rivers that seemed endless. His family was humble, working hard every day, but often struggling to make ends meet. From a young age, Ethan was curious about the world. He would spend hours observing the river, imagining the currents as lessons in life. Why does the water flow here and not there? He would ask himself. And slowly, he began to realize that life was like a river, some days calm, some days stormy, but always moving. And only those who understand its flow can navigate it. But the villagers were skeptical. "Boy, dreaming too much won't feed you. Stick to work. Don't waste time on thoughts." Yet Ethan could not stop. Even while chopping firewood or helping his mother sell vegetables, his mind wandered, dreaming of possibilities, questioning everything, seeking answers. And this restless mind would soon become both his greatest weapon and his greatest challenge. At age 12, Ethan's father gave him a task. He said, "Son, carry this basket of grain to the market, but remember, don't let impatience or anger control you." It seemed simple, just a short walk, but the sun was blazing, the path uneven, and the stones cut into his feet. Along the way, other children mocked him. "Ha! Look at Ethan, struggling like a baby!" His first instinct was to shout, to throw the basket and run. But he remembered his father's words, "Don't let impatience control you." He breathed deeply, focused, and stepped carefully. By the time he reached the market, he felt a new kind of strength, not in his arms, but in his mind. He realized that controlling his thoughts, even in small moments, gave him power over his actions. This was the first spark of understanding. Your mind can be your servant or your master. The choice is yours. As Ethan grew, life became more complicated. Schoolwork, chores, and village duties filled his days, and so did doubts, fears, and temptations. Sometimes he would think, "Why study so hard? Others get rich quickly through shortcuts." Other times, anger surged. "Why am I treated this way? Why am I poor while others have everything?" Every day, these thoughts were battles. Some days, Ethan won. Other days, he lost. One evening, after a particularly long day of labor and studying, he sat by the river. He watched the water move, reflecting the sunset, and he asked himself quietly, "If I cannot control my thoughts, how can I ever control my actions? If I lose the battle inside, I lose everything outside." From that day, he began practicing small exercises, breathing deeply when anger arose, pausing before responding to teasing or criticism, focusing on one task at a time, even when distracted. It was hard. Most nights he failed, but slowly, step by step, his mind became sharper, steadier, more deliberate. Years passed, and Ethan became a young man. His reputation for honesty and diligence spread across the village. Yet life had bigger tests waiting. A wealthy merchant arrived in the village. He offered Ethan a job. "You'll just sign this paper. You won't do much, but I'll pay you more than your parents earn in a month." The catch was, the merchant asked Ethan to lie, to manipulate numbers in the trade. The first thought flashed in Ethan's mind. I could be rich. I could have everything I dreamed of. But another voice whispered, "What about your values? What about the discipline you've practiced all these years?" For the first time, the battle in his mind was fierce. Two paths appeared before him: take the easy way and betray everything he believed in, or stay honest, even if it meant continuing a life of struggle. Ethan closed his eyes, took a deep breath, and remembered the river, calm yet unstoppable. I control my mind. My mind controls my choices. I choose the path of integrity. He politely declined the merchant's offer. It was a small victory, but one that echoed in his soul. Life did not reward him immediately. Friends mocked him for rejecting easy wealth. He struggled with basic necessities, and many nights he questioned himself. Did I make the right choice? But over time, the universe responded. A teacher noticed Ethan's diligence and honesty. He offered mentorship, books, and guidance. Ethan's mind, now trained like a steady compass, guided him. He studied engineering, mathematics, and philosophy. Every failure became a lesson. Every distraction was a chance to practice self-control. Years later, Ethan built bridges, not just over rivers, but between communities. He solved problems with patience. He led with calmness. People marveled at his work, unaware that the real power came from the control of his own thoughts. The story of Ethan teaches us this: your mind is the battlefield of your life. Every thought is a seed. Some thoughts grow into habits. Habits shape your actions. Actions shape your future. Control your mind. Do not let anger, greed, or fear dictate your choices, because a single uncontrolled thought can destroy years of effort, and a single disciplined thought can create a lifetime of success. If this story inspired you, share it with someone who struggles with self-doubt or temptation. Remember, the power to change your life lies within you. Control your mind before it controls you.